Web Development Fundamentals. Welcome to the Web Development Basics course. This course is designed to provide you with a solid introduction to the core technologies of web development, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. By the time you complete this course, you'll have a strong understanding of fundamental web development concepts and the tools needed to create modern websites and applications. These skills are not only foundational but also highly valuable in today's digital world. The web development market is a massive $240 billion industry, and mastering these basics opens the door to countless opportunities. Whether you're looking to start a career, build your own projects, or simply expand your knowledge, this course is your first step towards success in the ever-growing field of web development. Let's get started. What is web development? Building and maintaining. Web development is the process of building websites. It also involves maintaining their functionality. Websites require continuous updates. Client-side versus server-side. Web development includes client-side. It also consists of server-side components. These components work together. They ensure a smooth user experience. HTML, CSS, and JavaScript are core technologies. These are the foundation. Web development roles are growing rapidly. Web development is an exciting field. Types of web development. Front-end development. Focuses on the client side. It deals with the user interface. It also handles user experience. Backend development deals with server-side logic. It manages databases. This also includes API development. Full-stack development involves both front-end and back-end. This provides end-to-end solutions. Each role has specific responsibilities. Choose the path that fits your skills. Setting up a proper development environment is essential for efficient coding and debugging. Developers rely on several key tools to streamline their workflow and enhance productivity. One of the most popular code editors is Visual Studio Code, VS Code. It is lightweight, highly customizable, and widely used by developers for various programming tasks. VS Code offers syntax highlighting, intelligent code completion, built-in terminal support, and a vast library of extensions that add functionality, making it a powerful tool for web development. For debugging and optimizing web applications, Chrome DevTools plays a crucial role. It allows developers to inspect and modify HTML and CSS in real time, debug JavaScript, analyze network performance, and identify layout issues. This tool is essential for troubleshooting problems directly in the browser, providing immediate feedback on how a website behaves under different conditions. Another important tool is Live Server, which automatically refreshes the browser whenever changes are made to the code. This eliminates the need for manual page reloads, making the development process faster and more efficient. Live Server provides real-time previews, allowing developers to see the effects of their modifications instantly. Version control is another fundamental aspect of web development, and GNU is the most widely used tool for this purpose. Git helps developers track changes in their code, collaborate with teams, and revert to previous versions when needed. Platforms like GitHub and GitLab further enhance teamwork by enabling seamless code sharing and management. Together, these tools create a productive development environment. VS Code provides a powerful editing experience. Chrome DevTools simplifies debugging. Live Server enhances real-time coding. And Git ensures version control and collaboration. By integrating these tools into their workflow, developers can work more efficiently, troubleshoot problems effectively, and build high-quality web applications. Introduction to HTML. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It provides the structure of a web page. The current version is HTML5. It was released in 2014. HTML5 introduced many new features. HTML uses basic syntax. HTML also uses semantic elements. These elements are used for content. HTML is the foundation of the web. Start learning HTML today. An HTML document follows a specific structure that ensures proper rendering and functionality in web browsers. At the core of this structure are several key elements that define how a web page is built and displayed. The doctype declaration is the first line of an HTML document. It tells the browser which version of HTML is being used, ensuring that the page is interpreted correctly. Without this declaration, browsers may render the page in a mode that does not fully support modern HTML standards. The HTML tag serves as the root element of the document. All other elements, including metadata and visible content, are placed inside this tag. It acts as a container that holds the entire structure of the web page. Within the HTML tag, the head tag contains essential meta information about the document. This includes the title of the page, character encoding, and links to style sheets or scripts. The head section does not display content directly to users, but plays a crucial role in setting up the document correctly. One important meta tag found in the head section is the character encoding declaration, which should be set to UTF-8. This encoding supports a wide range of characters, making it essential for ensuring compatibility across different languages and symbols. The body tag holds all the visible content of the web page. This includes text, images, links, and other interactive elements that users see and interact with. Everything that appears on the screen when a web page loads is placed within this tag. By following this structured approach, developers create well-organized and properly functioning HTML documents. The doctype declaration ensures correct rendering, the HTML tag provides a foundation, the head tag manages metadata and configurations, and the body tag delivers content to users. Understanding and applying these fundamental concepts is essential for building reliable and efficient web pages. HTML consists of essential tags that help structure content and enhance the user experience on a web page. Among the most commonly used are headings, paragraphs, links, and images, each serving a specific purpose in organizing and displaying information effectively. Headings defined by H1 to H6 tags establish a clear hierarchy within a document. The H1 tag represents the most important heading, while H6 is the least significant. Proper use of headings improves readability and helps search engines understand the structure of the content. Paragraphs, marked by the P tag, are used to group text into meaningful sections. They create a logical flow and make the content more readable by separating ideas into distinct blocks. Links created with the ODHREF equals tag allow navigation between different pages within a website or to external resources. They are fundamental to the web, enabling users to move seamlessly from one location to another with a simple click. Images embedded using the IMG SARC equals tag add visual elements to a web page. They enhance the appeal of the content and provide additional context to the text. Properly optimized images improve user engagement and contribute to a more interactive experience. Mastering these essential HTML tags is crucial for anyone building web pages. They form the foundation of web development, ensuring that content is well-structured, navigable, and visually engaging. HTML provides different ways to organize and present content effectively using lists and tables. These elements help structure information in a clear and readable format, making it easier for users to follow and understand. Unordered lists are used to create bulleted lists, which are ideal for displaying items that do not require a specific order. They are commonly used for navigation menus, feature lists, and general item groupings. Ordered lists, on the other hand, generate numbered lists that are useful for step-by-step instructions, ranking systems, or any content that follows a specific sequence. They help guide users through a process in a logical order. List items define the individual elements within both unordered and ordered lists. Each item can contain text, links, or other content, making lists a versatile tool for organizing information on a web page. Tables are used to structure data in a grid format, consisting of rows and columns. They are useful for displaying structured information such as pricing tables, schedules, or comparison charts. Rows define horizontal groupings of data, while individual cells hold the content, allowing for a neat and organized presentation. Mastering the use of lists and tables is essential for effective content organization. They enhance readability, improve navigation, and ensure that information is presented in a structured and visually appealing manner. HTML forms play a crucial role in collecting user input on websites. They allow users to enter data which can then be processed for various purposes, such as account creation, login authentication, or submitting feedback. A form serves as a container for input fields, defining the structure of user interaction. Within a form, different input types can be used to collect specific types of data. Text fields allow users to enter general information, while email fields ensure proper email format entry. Password fields mask input to protect sensitive information. Buttons are essential components of forms, enabling users to submit data or reset the fields. A submit button processes the input, sending it to a server or triggering a function on the page. Form validation is an important aspect of data collection. It ensures that users enter the correct type of information before submission. Validation can check for required fields, verify email formats, or enforce password strength, improving data quality and user experience. By using forms effectively, developers can create interactive and user-friendly web applications. Proper input handling and validation contribute to secure and efficient data collection, making forms a vital element of web development. CSS, which stands for Cascading Style Sheets, is a fundamental technology in web development that controls the appearance and layout of a web page. It allows developers to style HTML elements, making websites visually appealing and user-friendly. The latest version, CSS3, introduces advanced features such as animations, gradients, and responsive design capabilities, enabling modern and dynamic web experiences. It enhances the styling options available, giving developers greater control over the presentation of their content. CSS can be applied to a web page in 3 different ways. Inline CSS applies styles directly to individual elements within the HTML code. Internal CSS is written within a style block in the document's head section, affecting multiple elements on the same page. External CSS, the most efficient method, is written in a separate style sheet file and linked to multiple pages, ensuring consistent styling across an entire website. As the second pillar of web development, CSS works alongside HTML to bring web pages to life. It enhances the user experience by improving design, layout, and responsiveness, making websites more visually engaging and accessible across different devices. Mastering CSS is essential for creating modern, professional, and aesthetically pleasing web pages. CSS selectors are used to target and style specific HTML elements on a web page. They define which elements will be affected by CSS rules, allowing for precise control over design and layout. Element selectors apply styles to all instances of a specific HTML tag, such as paragraphs, headings, or divs. This approach ensures consistency across similar elements. Class selectors target elements with a specific class attribute. Classes are reusable and can be applied to multiple elements, making them a flexible way to style different parts of a web page without affecting others. ID selectors apply styles to a single unique element with a specific ID attribute. Since IDs are unique within a page, they are useful for styling individual elements that require distinct appearances. CSS specificity determines which styles take priority when multiple rules apply to the same element. Inline styles have the highest specificity, followed by ID selectors, class selectors, and finally, element selectors. Understanding specificity helps ensure that styles are applied as intended without unexpected conflicts. By mastering CSS selectors, developers can efficiently style web pages, creating structured, visually appealing, and well-organized designs. The CSS box model is a fundamental concept that defines how elements are structured and spaced on a web page. It consists of 4 key components: content, padding, border, and margin, each contributing to an element's overall size and layout. The content is the core part of the element, where text, images, or other data are displayed. It is the area affected by properties such as width and height. Padding is the space between the content and the border. It provides internal spacing, ensuring that text or other content does not touch the edges of an element. Padding can be adjusted to create a more visually appealing layout. The border surrounds the padding and defines the outer edge of an element. It can be customized with different widths, styles, and colors, making it an essential part of design and structure. Margin is the space outside the border, creating separation between elements. Margins help with layout positioning by adding space between sections, preventing elements from appearing too close together. The box sizing property influences how the total width and height of an element are calculated. By default, an element's width includes only the content, but with a border box value, padding and border are included in the total dimensions, simplifying layout control. Additionally, display properties determine how an element behaves within the layout. Elements can be set as block, inline, or flex, affecting how they interact with surrounding content. Understanding the box model is essential for creating well-structured and visually balanced web pages. Properly managing spacing, borders, and padding ensures a consistent and professional design across different screen sizes. CSS provides various layout techniques that help structure and organize content on a web page. Among the most commonly used are flexbox, grid, and positioning properties, each offering different ways to control element placement and alignment. Flexbox is a one-dimensional layout module designed for aligning items in a single row or column. It simplifies the arrangement of elements by providing flexible alignment, spacing, and distribution options. This makes it ideal for creating responsive designs where elements need to adjust dynamically based on screen size. Grid is a two-dimensional layout module that handles both rows and columns simultaneously. It is particularly useful for complex layouts, allowing developers to create structured and flexible designs with minimal effort. Grid makes it easier to define sections of a web page, ensuring precise placement of elements. Positioning properties control how elements are placed within a layout. The static position is the default behavior, while relative positioning allows elements to move relative to their normal position. Absolute positioning removes an element from the document flow, placing it relative to a parent container. These options give developers greater control over element arrangement. Older methods, such as floats and clears, were once used for layout control, but have been largely replaced by flexbox and grid. These modern techniques offer greater efficiency, flexibility, and ease of use, making them the preferred choices for building well-structured and responsive web pages. Responsive design ensures that web pages adapt seamlessly to different screen sizes and devices, providing an optimal user experience. It allows websites to be accessible and visually appealing across smartphones, tablets, and desktops without requiring separate designs for each device. Media queries play a key role in responsive design by applying styles based on device characteristics such as screen width, height, and resolution. They enable developers to adjust layouts, fonts, and images dynamically to fit various screen sizes. The viewport meta tag helps control how a web page scales on different devices. It sets the initial zoom level and ensures that content is displayed correctly within the screen's dimensions, preventing elements from appearing too small or too large. Breakpoints define specific screen widths at which the layout changes. By setting breakpoints, developers can create different styles for mobile, tablet, and desktop views, ensuring a smooth and functional design across all devices. The mobile-first approach has become the standard in modern web development. This strategy focuses on designing for smaller screens first and then enhancing the layout for larger screens. By starting with a mobile-friendly design, developers ensure that content remains accessible and user-friendly across all devices. JavaScript is a powerful and dynamic programming language that plays a crucial role in web development. It enables interactivity, allowing users to engage with websites beyond just viewing static content. With JavaScript, developers can create dynamic elements such as animations, form validations, and interactive features that enhance the overall user experience. The latest version, ES 2023, introduces new features that streamline development, making JavaScript more efficient and easier to use. These updates improve performance, simplify coding, and provide modern solutions for web applications. JavaScript scripts are typically placed within an HTML document and should be loaded at the end of the body section. This ensures that the web page's content loads first, preventing delays and improving overall performance. By loading scripts after the main content, websites remain responsive and user-friendly. Mastering JavaScript is essential for web development, as it adds dynamic functionality to web pages. By learning JavaScript, developers can create engaging, interactive experiences that enhance usability and keep users engaged. JavaScript provides fundamental building blocks that are essential for programming. Understanding these core concepts allows developers to write efficient and interactive code for web applications. Variables are used to store data, making it possible to reference and manipulate values throughout a program. In modern JavaScript, the let and const keywords are preferred for declaring variables, as they offer better control over scope and prevent unintended modifications. Data types define the kind of values a variable can hold. JavaScript includes primitive data types such as numbers, strings, and booleans, which help categorize and manage different kinds of information within a program. Operators perform various functions, including calculations, comparisons, and assignments. Arithmetic operators handle mathematical operations, comparison operators evaluate conditions, and assignment operators store values in variables. These tools allow developers to create logic-driven applications. Control structures determine how code is executed. Conditional statements like if and else allow programs to make decisions based on specific conditions. Loops, such as for and while, enable repetitive execution of code, making it easier to automate tasks and process data efficiently. These fundamental JavaScript concepts serve as the foundation for more advanced programming techniques. By mastering them, developers can build dynamic and interactive web applications with ease. The Document Object Model, DOM, is a structured representation of a web page that allows JavaScript to interact with and modify its content dynamically. It represents the page as a tree-like structure where elements, attributes, and text are organized in a hierarchy. Selecting elements is the first step in DOM manipulation. JavaScript provides various methods, such as document query selector and document get element by ID, to target specific elements within the page. These selectors enable developers to access and modify content efficiently. Modifying content is a key aspect of DOM manipulation. Developers can change the inner HTML of an element, update CSS styles, or dynamically add new elements to enhance the user experience. This flexibility allows for real-time updates and dynamic page changes without requiring a full reload. Event handling enables web pages to respond to user actions, such as clicks, keystrokes, and form submissions. JavaScript event listeners capture these interactions and execute specified functions, making websites more interactive and responsive. Mastering DOM manipulation is essential for creating dynamic web applications. By effectively selecting elements, modifying content, and handling user events, developers can build engaging and interactive experiences that improve usability and functionality. JavaScript functions are essential for structuring and organizing code efficiently. They allow developers to create reusable blocks of code that perform specific tasks, improving modularity and maintainability. A function declaration follows a standard format and defines a reusable piece of code that can be called multiple times. This method is widely used for defining named functions that enhance code readability. Function expressions involve assigning functions to variables. This approach allows functions to be stored, passed as arguments, and used in dynamic ways within a program. Arrow functions provide a more concise syntax, making them ideal for shorter functions. They streamline code by reducing the need for function keywords and improving readability, especially in modern JavaScript applications. Parameters allow functions to accept input values, enabling flexibility and customization. By passing arguments, functions can process data dynamically, making them more powerful and adaptable to different scenarios. Using functions enhances code organization, promotes reusability, and simplifies complex operations. By structuring code into manageable functions, developers can create more efficient and maintainable applications. When it comes to web development, following best practices is essential to creating efficient, maintainable, and scalable projects. Here's a breakdown of 4 key principles every developer should keep in mind. 1. Clean code. Writing clean and readable code is the foundation of good development. Clean code is easy to understand, modify, and debug. It follows consistent naming conventions, avoids unnecessary complexity, and adheres to the DRY, don't repeat yourself principle. Whether you're working solo or as part of a team, clean code ensures that your work remains accessible and manageable over time. 2. File organization. A well-structured project starts with logical file organization. Group related files together, use meaningful folder names, and maintain a clear hierarchy. For example, keep your CSS, JavaScript, and assets in separate directories. This not only makes it easier to navigate the project, but also helps other developers, or your future self, quickly find what they need. 3. Commenting. While clean code should be self-explanatory, adding helpful comments is crucial for clarity. Comments should explain the why behind complex logic, not the what, which should be evident from the code itself. Good commenting can save hours of confusion and make collaboration smoother. Just remember, over-commenting can be as harmful as under-commenting, so strike the right balance. 4. Optimization. Performance is key to a great user experience. Optimize your code, images, and assets to ensure fast load times and smooth functionality. Minify CSS and JavaScript, leverage caching, and use efficient algorithms. Regularly test your website's performance using tools like Lighthouse or PageSpeed Insights to identify and fix bottlenecks. By focusing on these 4 pillars, clean code, file organization, commenting, and optimization, you'll not only build better websites, but also set yourself up for long-term success in the ever-evolving world of web development. To continue advancing in your web development journey, here are some actionable steps you can take. Practice projects. Start building real-world applications. This not only solidifies your skills, but also helps you gain hands-on experience. As you complete projects, you'll expand your portfolio, which is crucial for showcasing your abilities to potential employers or clients. Additional resources. Take advantage of the wealth of resources available online. Explore official documentation, follow tutorials, and enroll in online courses. These tools are invaluable for deepening your understanding and staying updated with the latest trends and technologies. Online platforms. Platforms like Coursera, Udemy, and FreeCodeCamp offer structured courses tailored to various skill levels. Whether you're a beginner or looking to specialize, these platforms provide a guided learning experience to help you achieve your goals. Continuous learning and community engagement. Never stop learning and growing. Join developer communities, participate in discussions, and share your knowledge. Contributing to the community not only helps others, but also reinforces your own understanding and keeps you motivated. By following these steps, you'll continue to grow as a developer, build a strong portfolio, and become an active member of the global developer community. Keep pushing forward. Your journey is just beginning.